What's up? Carolina. How you doing, buddy? Crypto God. Commodus. How's everybody doing? Sorry, I'm getting everything set up here. I gotta have my music in my ears at like the right point, or else it's like a little disorienting. Thunder Dan, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Midday, catch you on lunchtime. Only bad names left. Hey, always good to see the stacked emoji in the chat. Again, here's level 1. Here's level 2. Here's level 3. Pretty sick. Nice. What a day. What a day. Bob, what's going on? All right. So, time for my usual thing when we get started. How's everybody feeling before I dip into the charts? Which is better? It's up to you. I don't really care. The emojis only happen on Twitch, but, you know, I have my own issues with that. I don't believe I'm technically supposed to be streaming both at the same time, which is pretty funny that you're not supposed to do that, but, you know, fuck them. So, letting people show up. It's been a pretty interesting day so far today. Show boobs. Okay, thanks for showing up. Throbbing red. The chart that we all want to talk about. ETH BTC. I cannot even tell you how bullish I am right now on Ethereum. N777, what's up? What is up? There is so much to love about this chart, and I've been working on like an analysis of ETH BTC that I'm going to release. I'm going to tweet out, put it in the Telegram. But yeah, I think it's I think it'll end up being 0.16, 0.18 before this cycle is done, which is pretty insane. So yeah, it's going to be lit. But how's everybody feeling right now? Are you guys like, this is too good to be true? There's a lot of FUD roaming around on Twitter today. I did my little bit and said obligatory end of month options expiry bear post, you know, whatever I said. So, you know, what do we think? You guys feeling good? Have you been making money? Just be honest. Have you been making money right now? Give cats flying lessons. What's up? So happy to be on Adam, no doubt. 150%. Yeah, dude. 100. Like, look. Yeah, I do not think it is even remotely too optimistic to think that Ethereum will not outperform Bitcoin 3x over the next, you know, 3 or 4 or 5 months. Dan says, I feel something's looming, but everyone's optimistic. It's such a weird time right now. Loaded up on Fold. Yeah, this was the dip, man. If you're interested in Fold, like, this is a really nice dip. This is under my cost, to be fair, and I'm looking to add myself. So I already have a very large stack, and I want to make it bigger. So we'll see. We'll see. This run, I made 120K from 30 on NFTs, dude. That's pretty good. That's not bad. 150%. So happy to be on Adam. Yeah, I mean, Adam has been the gift that keeps on giving. Just really quickly, like, this is so unbelievably bullish. like for a bunch of reasons, but like if you've hung out here, and like I don't usually start with Adam, but you know it's fun, so I might as well. JV7XPT, man, thank you for the resub. Subscribe for 2 months, very cool. It talked about this with Solana and how it was when Solana broke this trend is when things really popped off and got crazy. Hell, I'll just show it to you since we're here. Okay, same deal here. Came up, kind of messed around, flipped it, proved it as support here, and here we are. This was like a no holds barred buy. This was the day I was streaming with Kaz for the first time on his channel. And I was like, I don't know, man. I think this is where you kind of want to buy it, like $110, $118. It got down to $115. It's literally a 2x essentially from that day to now. And there's just some things that have incredibly good fundies, incredibly good fundamentals. Solana is one of them, Atom is another. And so I look at this chart, and this is like my going off script here a little bit. This circle is the most important area on this chart to me right now. Essentially from 44 to, depending what day it does it, 46, 47, 48, this area, if we can break through and flip this to support, this thing's gonna go to $100. Like, I would not be surprised if it looked like this. Is this gonna work? Balls. All right, I don't want to do that. Stop. Ghost bars. One of ghost bars. What happened? Bars. There we go. Okay. I would not be surprised if it looked like this. Okay. And it just goes absolutely ham. Right up to here. Let me reset this. There's a lot to like about Atom. They're doing incredible things. They haven't really marketed it at all. But yeah, like this is what parabolic runs start to look like when this shit happens. Okay. So I would not be surprised if we saw $80, $100 Atom, which is pretty crazy to think about. Pretty crazy to think about. Anyway, it's been a great day for Atom. It's going to continue to be a great day for Atom. But I want to talk about this. Ethereum denominated in Bitcoin. So if you've been following the fund at all, which is all I'm going to refer to it as moving forward, you saw us switch our collateral. Right about here. Right about here on the chart. Because you had this 12-hour divergence. And the way that this is supposed to work has 3-month streak. Thank you for the sub, buddy. Well, I'll address that in a second here, Mark. Let me get through ETHBTC and I'll come back to Atom. Let me see if there's a good example of this somewhere here. On the 12-hour. It might not be on the 12-hour. Probably not. But the way that this divergence is intended to work is on this breakup, you jump over the 50-day or the 50 segment moving average, touch and go. Okay? Like when it starts on all of these signals. So literally, that's how it's supposed to work. Which, again, if you've been following me at all, you've heard me talk about it. And it's done exactly that. It has done exactly that. Flipped the 50 to support. That's the mean reversion. So a breakout of this level here is going to be a lot of fun. Because the next one after that is here. The next one after that is here. And then, yes, that is what I mean. when I say switching collateral. Switching back and forth from Ethereum to BTC. So not necessarily like I keep my main collateral, my main stack a little bit separate, and I also take loans against it. Right now I use the fund more than anything else, but yeah, essentially my whole thesis on this, cats, is like you can just trade these things back and forth and outperform like 90% of people. And that's been kind of proven out. So the fund switched in this bar and we're up pretty nicely. And I think you'll see this breakout will soon lead to 0.07, 7.5, 7.8. And then like the big boy is getting past here, because if we get like past this area, I mean, it's gonna be an absolute rip fest, guys. An absolute rip fest. So we got some ways to go, but 12-hour reversal signals. I know JPM or Joao in the Stack Labs chat was talking about another, like a bunch of things that lined up on the Ethereum trade right at the same time that my trigger was going long. And not that you need other people to confirm your thesis. In fact, I usually try to not listen to other people because it affects my way of thinking. If JPM or Joao in the chat has shown that he knows what he's talking about. So for him to come in and say, hey, I got some other stuff adding on top of that too with Ethereum right now, like that's a good signal. And you're starting to see it played out in other areas, right? Yeah, dude, don't ever like the USD. If we're in a crypto bull market, you shouldn't ever denominate in USD, like sincerely. And I did a poll about relative strength. And do you guys understand what it means and why it matters? And I'm going to give an example on something that is going to be pretty powerful in a little bit here to you guys on how you manage your positions and why you bag hold and why you shouldn't bag hold. Okay, an extremely powerful example if ChartX is working. If it isn't working, I'll have to record it and send it later. But essentially, if you learn to cut at the right times, you can make things back up in other ways. And that's where denominating your alts in their base currency matters quite a bit. So I think that this is absolutely prime to start taking out these levels. Is it going to be a straight line? Not necessarily, but like I would. There he is. Yeah, Corian, you never know with me, man. I might just turn and go live, right? So like I would have no problem with any of those. So these are some higher lows that we talked about when we talked about this strategy. You know, break through one level, hit support or hit resistance, come back, do it again, and keep like this is the stair stepping we want. And then like the FOMO buys and shit are gonna come here. Workaholic, thank you for the sub, man. I love getting subs because it feels like I'm getting through to you guys. I will say this, I've never cashed out a dime from Twitch, and like I don't plan to for a long time. Maybe ever, I don't know. We'll just see what we can run this thing to. But it's cool when people sub, you know? It costs money to be up here, to keep this shit running. So, thank you. I've heard there's a way you can sub with Prime now. Pretty cool. I don't know how to do it yet. I've been meaning to put my own Prime on my own channel, and I haven't done it yet, so probably should do that. But yeah, level to level, guys. Like, if we have this nice little move through the end of the year of Ethereum outperforming Bitcoin, like, it's going to be... It's going to be so much fun. And I can't even tell you the evidence that's starting to pile up right now to support this, okay? If you remember, I was talking about this not that long ago. Maybe a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. I was like, hey, if we break this DTL on the DeFi perp, you probably should get long. Look what happened. Broke, came through, proved from the other side, rip. Just throw the money from Twitch and some random dog coin when it hits $1 million, you can give away prizes. It's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. My thing is I don't want to realize the money. Everyone gets one Prime sub per Amazon Prime account they have. You just have to link your Amazon account with Twitch. All right, well, I guess I need to do that. That's pretty sick. You can buy donuts for the next stream and eat them from our money. Nah, bro, I'm not doing that. I just got to remember to bring water. Even though this thing's enormous and fucking huge, I just got to remember to bring in water with me because I get so fucking parched. So, this is I mean, I don't know where I can do that, Haz. You tell me how to do it, I'll do it. But breaking this DTL was a big deal. It was very clear. Broke, came over, touched, and boom, off we go. And we're right at R right now. It would not shock me if we reject right here. So, you know, if you're looking to get involved in DeFi, and like Messi was talking about the other day, like Curve or CRV was turning around as well, like making a new high, which is pretty crazy. So it would not shock me to see something like this. Just because it's like end of the month. Fuckery always happens at the end of the month, but like the point is to keep your head a little bit. So it would not shock me to see something like that. And if that happens, like, you want to consider getting long on DeFi. But let me show you another thing. All right, DPI having a bit of a day, which is good, but there's a better indicator I'm about to show you that supports the thesis of ETH-BTC. So you need to think about this a couple different ways, right? The first way is the ETH-BTC chart looks good. So that's my overarching thesis. The ETH-BTC chart looks good, which is great. That's what you want to have happen. And it looks like we saw a reversal. It just broke the DTL. It got above the most recent R. So you have a higher high, you have a DTL break. Well, let me go back and fucking look at it since I'm doing it, okay? You have a DTL break, you have a pivot that was broken, and it looks like it was just flipped to support. So that's one bit of evidence that you like. Okay, on the daily, we're still under the 50, maybe not so good, but the signal was on the 12-hour. We look good on the 12-hour. So you go, okay, that's one piece of evidence that you know makes me feel pretty good about my long in Ethereum. However, you have to take more things into account. Cyphers, first-time commenter, man. I will answer your question because you're a first-time commenter. I would do it anyway, but I want to acknowledge, thank you for commenting. Anytime you're a first-time commenter, I'm pretty much going to answer your question. So yes, there is something to what you're saying. Okay, so I will get to that. But back to the building the whole case for Ethereum. If you're thinking about this macro, which is all I preach, you have to catch the macro moves. People who try to get rich overnight, people who try to take a salary out of the market, people who go, I just need $1,000 today, or I need to do this, that, or the other. Like you get screwed. Play the big plays, dude. Compounding gains, you have no idea how powerful compounding gains are. No idea. Until you've actually played through some of these fucking cycles, right? And this is one of those times where it looks amazing. So we build our case one. ETH-BTC looks good. Jump the DTL, flip to pivot. Okay? That's one bit of evidence. Let me give you another one. DeFi perp. We talked about the DTL. Not only did we break out of the DTL, we again held it on this side from the bottom and had a breakthrough of the recent pivots. Boom. Okay. So now we have two pieces of evidence that look pretty damn good. DPI is putting in a shift. Okay. DPI is the DeFi Pulse Index. It's essentially like the DeFi perp has less things. It's the only thing that I said I might actually put into the fund other than Ethereum and BTC because it gives you good exposure. It's not great. I wish there were some better ones out there, but whatever. It is what it is, right? So this looks pretty good. But here's the bigger point. YFI as an indicator is a real thing, all right? This chart's very active, but I'm keeping it on my screen on purpose because we played this shit really, really well and really, really poorly at the same time. Back when this happened. So I bought like here, I bought it like 40 something. It went to 90. I sold exactly 0 up here. We came down, flashed up, and then I sold like 66, 67. Literally cost myself 50% because I was like just zoned into YFI. But YFI as an indicator is a real thing. And you look at this chart and you go, yeah, it's not that sexy. Is this really a contributing factor? Like, would you say that this is indicative of DeFi coming back, which is a bullish indicator for Ethereum? Looking at this chart, not necessarily, right? You look and you go, you know, not bad. However, I'm about to show you something else. So this is trying to get over a pivot here. You know, looks like it might reject like 45 to 47 because believe it or not, this like broadening cone. Hey, Shike, how you doing? This broadening cone has been respected the whole way, right? Like I went to 3-day to make this, but look at this. I mean, look at this shit. It doesn't get cleaner than this. It does not get cleaner than this. So this was all a deviation, and we, boom, came back down, checked the other side. We've been unable to regain this level. This is why there's upside if we can get through and regain, because theoretically, if we just had a cycle and we come through, like it is not outside the realm of possibility to see $120,000 Wi-Fi, where we sit at $37,000, which is great. And I firmly believe it's possible. It wouldn't look like that. It would look like, hold on. Just so people aren't like, your chart was stupid, man. You're a LARP, man. Okay, so, one of these, okay, one of these, whatever. All right, so it would look something like that if it were to happen, which takes time. And that puts us into Q1 of next year. But this isn't even the bullish point I'm trying to make right now. I'm just showing you where this chart comes from, which has been respected the whole damn time. That this broadening cylinder, the yellow lines, has been respected because it held here. We tried to break it, tried to do it once, broke back down, went to the other side, and it tried to get through 2 more times. I never updated this chart. If you were hanging out with me back then, you saw me draw this chart. I've never updated it. It continues to be respected. So regaining that cylinder is extremely bullish. But that's not even the point that I want you to see. This is the point I want you to see. I don't remember I actually drew this chart. There we go. Okay. Oh, shit. Wi-Fi ETH, relative strength in alts, folks. Not only did we get the bull div on the daily for Wi-Fi versus Ethereum, this chart, this falling wedge, this BSL has been respected this whole time, man, going all the way back. Look at this shit. Boom, 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 boom. It's been touched 4 times. Okay? And we just saw this trigger up and boom. So you have, yeah, there might be a 3-day too. But like the only reason why I haven't really referenced this Aquarian is it just looks a little bit too condensed for my liking, but you're probably right. Yeah. Yeah, so like that doesn't follow exactly the way that I love, but still, the point's still the same. There's a div like that on Wi-Fi versus Ethereum, and it looks like it's growing. So you saw a little bit of power come in. You see this. So again, what you would want to have happen is this, just for this, if you want to track this at home. Fuck me. Hold on. I don't know why that does that. Infuriating. That's what you want this to look like, okay? You want this to bounce over the 50, come down. Essentially, it would flip this pivot and the 50-day at one time, and boom, we have a trend reversal versus Ethereum, okay? It's a trend reversal in Ethereum against Ethereum to get people in. Yeah, I know. Like this, so versus Bitcoin is pretty bad out here, but it looks pretty damn good versus Ethereum. So again, is this one thing alone where I'm like, hey, sweet, by the way, I didn't say I own Wi-Fi. I might buy some because it's, not expensive at the moment. And I think the upside's worth it. The RR is worth it. Like, think about this. I think that conservatively, God, I don't even know. Conservatively, probably here, okay? It's a pretty conservative target on Wi-Fi versus Ethereum if this ends up happening. So if we're talking about a daily div, and that's the target, along from here, stops under low. I don't know, man. Do you like 20-hour trades? I like 20-hour trades. So like that's why you have to look at the shit in the right moment. Okay. Did Andre? So I don't think Andre abandoned it, man. Like if you talk to Carlos about this or Taxia, if you come into Stack Labs or go to the Nerd Quarter, and ask about Wi-Fi, because he's actually in the Wi-Fi admirers room with a lot of these devs. This is way bigger than Andre now. And it's kind of played out where you can see the talent that they have there, which is pretty nuts. But again, whether or not you want to buy Wi-Fi is not really my point of even doing this. My point is building a case for a long, because Wi-Fi has been a pretty good indicator for Ethereum and DeFi. You add that with what the DPI, DeFi Pulse is doing, with what the DeFi Perp is doing, and what the Ethereum BTC chart is looking like. Those are four different signals on high time frames that are saying get long. Now, could that all be wrong? Sure, man. It's fucking trading. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. But this feels like one of those videos that I'll come back to at the end of the year and be like, let me harvest some fucking clout right now, because I gave you 4 reasons to get long, and if you didn't, that's on you. It's 100% on you. Somebody asked the question. Let me go back, because you were a first-time chatter. Ciphers. Are you aligned with the thinking that the show stops come December for Bitcoin? Well, let's go to Bitcoin and talk about it. Might as well, right? Did everything else. If you're in the announcement channel on Telegram, you saw me talking about this, but right now we are essentially caught between this channel top and the TRL, and we're deciding what's going to happen next. And I think that this could be, I mean, what happens here in so I see we have like 70 people watching now, which is great. Welcome into the stream. I just finished my thesis on why Ethereum is going to outperform Bitcoin. Regardless, I still enjoy Bitcoin. This channel top is what's being respected. This TRL, which is, I'll call it proprietary, but it's like a half channel top, was respected here. It's rejecting here. So this is like the only thing that matters to me right now in Bitcoin. I want to see what this battle between this red line and this yellow line happens, because, I mean, I posted like, hey man, we might be fucked right here on the weekend, where I was like, it doesn't look good. If we fail this down, these are my landing points. 1, 2, 3. It's 58, it's 54, and it's 48. Not a great place to be. You have been LARPing in the Twitter broadcast. Yeah, I can't see chat in the Twitter broadcast, just so you know. So if any of you are watching me on Twitter, I cannot see you. If you're messaging me, I can't see it. Okay. They disabled it when they disabled Periscope, so I can't see it. Fucking ads. All right. Sorry for the ads. Give me a second. Good time to get a break or get a drink. But for those of you who aren't on ads, so anybody on YouTube isn't on ads, anybody on Twitter isn't on ads, people on Twitch are, right? We got 3 different streaming services here, folks. This resolution is going to be the most telling part. Please let me know when you guys are back too. This, or use Brave browser. Jamie knows what's up. Back. All right. Thank you. So this resolution of, are we going to reflip this TRL? Because you can see it was respected here. And then again, stop it, you bastard. Okay. And then this one was respected here. So we have 2 different things. But now we're getting the other side of it. So there's a lot of indecision on Bitcoin right now. Where, okay, now we flipped it the other side. I don't know which way it's going to resolve. Look, I don't care, man. Like I said, I've never cashed out a dime from this. I just like hanging out with y'all. So, doesn't matter to me. Block the ads, don't block the ads. Do you? Okay? This is going to be R now. Okay? Put this in your chart. Put this on alert. Put this somewhere where you will see it. Okay? 54,300 is going to be resistance now. It will be. Hand to God. If we can break through that, then yeah, we'll get the rip up, and like you can see some crazy parabolic shit happen. What's up? Happy Tuesday. So it's definitely possible that this happens, but whichever way this resolves, and again, we always talk about two plans, right? So if we get one of these guys, sweet, long your longs, right? And it's going to be a great Bitcoin time. If we get this, you know, less good. And they're both potential outcomes, man. Like, this is not me being like, well, you know, it could be either way. You got to have a plan for both. I think Ethereum is the better trade right now. I think alts are the better trade right now. I think DeFi is the better trade right now. And 64.3 is resistance. Moon phase, is fuck's sake. You guys love trolling me with that shit. It may shock you to know this. I don't actually check what the moon phases are. Because I don't care. But, you know, do you, if that's your thing. So, two possible outcomes, right? This feels like some 90s R&B rap type stuff. Somebody asked about this jam, or I think Bob said something about it. Yeah, this is epidemicsound.com. Epidemicsound.com. It's royalty-free music. So that way YouTube and fucking Twitch stop flagging my streams for copyright infringement. So I technically have the rights to play this music, which is pretty cool. Because it annoys me getting those violation emails. Now, back to the original point that Cyphers asked about. Do I subscribe to the theory that in December everything comes to a halt for Bitcoin? It is possible. Let me show you on this chart where that would happen. Okay? That's why I even have this on here. That is December 1st. Here's January 1st, okay? These vertical lines can be quite handy too, guys. If you like, you can put option expiry, weekly, quarterly, that kind of stuff. I do have Badger in there. We can talk about Badger if you want. So there's something to be said about Bitcoin having a rip to end the year. What I would say is that at the end of December, almost exclusively, there's a hell of a lot of profit taking done. And people sell down. In crypto, without any real wash trading rules, you'll see people sell down and take losses on paper that they then like open up again and rip for the following year to reduce their tax liability. Just is what it is. It's what people do. With no wash trading rules in place, at least in America, right? So I could absolutely see that. But I think it's as likely that we just continue to kind of grind our way along until Q1 and then see the rip from that way. So yeah. Look, there's a lot of speculation around. Yeah, I'll give you Sol. I'll give you my thoughts on Sol. Thank you, first time commenters. There's a lot like this area. You can see I have my trigger here at 53 as an area that would be interesting to me because that would also be near the 50-day moving average on the daily for Bitcoin. Which, not exclusively, but usually in an uptrend, you want to hold the 50-day, which you can see here we didn't, but then we had to snap back up, and then you had this little run. So, you know, you can see it come down and play in this area. As long as we make a higher low. So this is This is, hey, Joe, what's up, man? This is the thing for, I guess, novices. It's not really novices. For people who are new to this shit, I think a lot of people in their brain, when they consider macro market moves, say, well, fuck, if we don't break it here, then it's game over. And that is just not true, okay? That is just not true. I've said this before. I'll continue to say it. Please understand that I do not put higher highs and higher lows on my chart for my benefit, okay? I know what a higher high and a higher low is, and I know what a trend looks like. This is for other people's benefit who are looking at my chart. Look where the last higher low was. It is actually more productive if we do that, or if we do that, or if we do that, okay? Those are all higher low spots. As long as we don't lose this trend from the summer, you will not see me bearish. Like macro bearish. Now, some of you may recall me saying, I got nothing to worry about until this spot is lost. And we did lose it. But then we picked right back up again. And here we are. So again, to put a bow on my thoughts, first off, if we do lose the channel top, just anecdotally, or for anybody who keeps their fucking charts handy or is trying to learn how price action works, when you have a deviation above a range like this channel top is, and if you come back in to the zone and you fail it, you almost always test the other side of a range. Almost always. And that's a fucking lot of downward price movement. Back to 48. But I would not be mad if it stopped at 2 and reversed back up and just held this trend. Like, think about this for a second. Would you guys really be mad? It's going to upset a hell of a lot of Twitter. And like, you know what, man? Good. Crypto Twitter. I would not even for one moment be upset if all we did was fall back to this channel and just go higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher, like just all the way up, guys. $130,000 by the end of next year. Okay. Yeah, like it would be the most productive thing for Bitcoin, no joke. If we could actually just maintain a solid trend and not have the bullshit that usually sets us back, like what we have right now. You know, funding, people going crazy, fucking long your longs, assholes, right? Yes, Kenny, you're 100% right. It would treat alts very, very well. These dated monkey 69. That's a hell of a name, my friend. These dated monkey 69 said, is it safe to put your money into Tether while one figures out where we are breaking? Well, here's what I'll say to you. Do your own research, not financial advice, you know, all that happy horse shit. But if Tether, DAI, USDC, or any of the other prominent stablecoins ever gets like hacked or truly fucked, we got way bigger issues. We got way bigger issues than, I mean, like the entire crypto market, like like what Curve uses all these stables for, and all the different money markets that exist and lending protocols, it would be an absolute shit show. So yeah, I am not particularly worried if you move to USDT or USDC. DAI is a little weird because, you know, that messes things up. Yeah, Thriving Red, ETH gas would be at 15,000. 100% it would. By the way, Thriving Red, you guys should go follow him on Twitter. His name's @ThrivingRed. He talks about this shit all the time. In fact, is a friend of mine. He's a big brain dude. He thinks about this shit. Like, our issues would be so much bigger if that happens. That, yeah, you can use Tether and feel pretty good about it. Because if it doesn't work, or if that breaks down, then, like, whatever money you have in crypto is probably gone anyway. So, you know, fucking take that for what it is. So, yeah. Okay, so maybe I misunderstood. Sorry. I'm trying to read this. Imagine if we downtrend in November to 51.5, we could bounce off the other side of the channel, bounce off 50 EMA into the golden pocket. Yeah. No, it would all be good. I think what he means, it's plus EV to be in stables versus Bitcoin, Ethereum right now. No, I do not mean that right now. God, no. No. No, I'm all in on Ethereum right now. You can check the fund, man. If you don't know what the fund is, ask a friend. I'm not going to talk about it on here, but you can check the fund to see what my personal allocation is, because I'm mirroring it in the fund. So, no, I'm 80% Ethereum, 20% Bitcoin right now. Yeah, give cats. Like, they're 100%, dude. SR, bottom of the channel. Like, there's a lot of good shit that line up with that area. And like, I'm okay. I do use leverage. Okay, let me say that. I use leverage. I'd like to think I'm a better trader than most. Am I the best? No, God, no. I don't scalp. I'm a swing trader in mentality. I'm not a scalper. And whenever I try to scalp, I lose money. So I just don't do it. My point is, in crypto, in the greatest market, at the greatest time, in the history of established markets, which is where we are right now, why would you ever put yourself truly at risk to get blanked? You just need to stay in the game, guys. You just need to stay in the fucking game. What's happening right now in crypto is worldwide adoption. Worldwide adoption. China banned crypto, and here we are at all-time highs. Fuck China. That should give you something here. Because everybody said, oh my God, if the miners leave China, oh, the hash rate's fucked. What's going to happen? It's all over. Pack it up, go home. Here we are, hanging out at all-time highs. So my point is, don't use leverage. You're stupid if you do. I use leverage, and maybe sometimes I shouldn't. But again, I've also been doing this for over a decade. And I have blanked my account before, and I've learned my lessons. A lot of you think you try to make huge gains on one trade, and it's very silly. So don't do it. Stay in the game. Catch the macro moves. Catch the macro moves, guys. That's it. And you will be retirement rich. If you catch the macro moves in crypto, moving from Bitcoin to Ethereum to DeFi, you will be retirement rich before this is all said and done. I mean, I guess, whatever your retirement standards are may be different than somebody else's, but literally ridiculous to do it. So, we're in this area. And so if you're looking at things from a macro move, that was my last thing, and then I'll kind of switch back and jump on a few things that people asked about. The funny part is the buy zones for Bitcoin were here, which again, go to my YouTube page. I streamed on this fucking day, July 21st, when everybody was talking about how we were going to 14 grand and said, here's the bull case for Bitcoin and Ethereum. Go look it up. This is when you buy. This is when you add. This is when you take shit off or reduce your exposure. From a macro perspective, it fucking is, okay? Might it go up? Might it go parabolic? Sure. People ask me all the time, did I miss the move? I don't know, man. I don't know. I know that I bought here. I know that I added here. I know I played the breakout. So when I was on Kaz's stream last, somebody made a joke about, like, I see Jared doesn't subscribe to the minimalist theories on charts. And you're right. If there's things worth being on my chart, I'm not going to take them off for the sake of it being clean. And here's where we sit right now. There's a lot of shit going on. If you see a lot of shit on my chart, that means there's a lot of activity. So it's a tough time to buy. Is it worth buying Bitcoin? Yeah, it's always worth buying Bitcoin if you're not YOLOing it with your whole stack. Because, like, here's the thing. It is possible that fucking happens next. I got to go back because Dan got me the sedated monkey. All right. It may be, I mean, clearly it is the sedated monkey when I said the sedated monkey 69, but it's not that clear, particularly when you're streaming and you're just glancing at shit. I don't have time to look at his deal, but all right. So the sedated monkey, working some capitalization on your screen name, bro, because it's easier to see. But yes, I am very bullish. Now I feel like I need to create the name These Dated Monkey, man, because like that just these dated monkeys. They're just older monkeys. You had like a rough go in the 70s, but they're like still trying to grind, you know? Good shit. Yes, I'm extraordinarily bullish on Ethereum. Look where we are, guys. Look where we are. So I haven't looked at ETH versus, I'll get on a different one here because this one's easier to see. I have not really looked at the USD chart in a little bit because I don't really care. But look where we are right now. Look where we are right now. And look, okay, it's a shit day. We're still up 1% versus Bitcoin today on Ethereum. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so here we sit. This trend, look, okay, look. I already gave you, if you missed the first part of the stream and you want to know my thoughts on Ethereum, what I opened with are 4 or 5 reasons why you should be in Ethereum right now, in DeFi. I'm not going to repeat it because for the other 70 people watching right now, that's not fair. This trend, as long as it holds, bullish. Look at this. There's Bitcoins. Okay. Bitcoin lost it. Ethereum didn't. Now, where are my line movers? I know you're in here. Well, Jared, what about this one? All right, maybe. Maybe. Right? Just keep moving the line until it fits your thesis, right? That's what all the maxis would say. And there's something to be said. This actually fits a little bit better. I still like this because it was holding the first way up, but I'll delete it for right now. It actually fits pretty damn well. But that pivot hadn't even been formed until 4 days ago. And it doesn't really change my thesis at all either. So the resolution of this area is very important. It is, in my opinion, far more plus EV to be in Ethereum right now. But when you see these macro channels lost, Bitcoin even did it the first time up, right? And yes, I do hate that this is as busy as it is, but what are you going to do? Okay. We had this channel. This channel was respected essentially from January until April, right? January to April. When it broke down hard. We broke down from really, I mean, we went from top to bottom 64 grand, down to 47, and we came back up and couldn't regain the high. This was the lower high in the trend, and then it caused the breakdown from there. So if you're talking about stabling for someone who wants to stay in the game, that's when I would do it. Is if you lose the trend, come down and reject and put in the lower high, then I move to stables. Or quite frankly, like, you know, you got to see what's going on here. I mean, look at this shit. It's so bullish, man. Jared, haven't you been bearish on alts/BTC a week ago? Not that I'm aware of. I just think there's better trades right now. Yeah. Evicted. Good to see you, bud. Yeah, it'll be on YouTube. You can also watch it on Twitch as well. So what was I bearish on alts/BTC a week ago? No. I just think there are other things that are easier to trade right now with no risk, like Ethereum. Okay. AVAX is having a run. That's right. Dan has it. I wasn't bearish. I was just saying it was better to be in Ethereum or Bitcoin. 100% right. That to me is not the same thing. Bearish on alts is, the market's drying up, things are going out. They can still work. They always have, dude. Yeah, Luna's back up. Ugh, fucking Luna. If I just listened to half the shit that you gigabrains who tune into this shit say, I'd be a richer person. But yeah, look at that. Crazy. All right, somebody asked about Sol. Let's take a look. Because if you've hung out with me at all, yeah, I know, man. I know you did. You, your friend, I don't know who your friend is, but like literally you guys have been blowing me up about this shit and I just am stupid. My bad. So Solana we talked about a lot. Here we are sitting at highs. Is it possible this is it? Sure. Would I bet any real money on the fact that this is it? No. And whenever anybody asks me, where do you expect Solana to go? What I always say is this. When it's the third or fourth market cap overall, I've added fourth in there because BNB is third right now and ADA is fourth. ADA is a fucking joke. Cardano will always be a joke to me. And that's just how I feel. So there is no justifiable reason for Solana to have a smaller market cap than Cardano. Like none. So where's my target? I don't know, man. When we flip Cardano, let's take a look and see what's going on. Until then, Solana's going to go a lot higher. A lot higher. Snacks. Yeah, Cardano's a joke. Now, like, look, I'm sure that there's some bullish narrative for Cardano. I just cannot imagine having that big of a lead like Cardano had and then stepping on your dick that hard to fuck it all up. I'll say it again. First mover advantage is real. It's why Bitcoin is Bitcoin. It's why Ethereum is Ethereum, because they were the first real, like, big ones. And why Doge is where Doge is as king of the dogs, even though Shiba Inu or whatever has had a good run. So you have like this tremendous head start in Cardano because ADA has been around forever, man. And you let all these new chains surpass you with smart contracts and dApps and all that shit, and you're still over there like trying to tell the difference between your ass and the fucking hole in the ground. No. You may figure it out and there may be a pump and I'm going to be fine sitting on the sideline and being like, well, I fucking missed it. But why would I put any faith in a group of people that literally could have been anything they wanted to be if they brought in more people and if they collaborated more and if they said, we are better together, let's find a way to figure it out instead of being, oh, fuck it, we'll just be slow. Yeah, Cardano. Dude, Cardano is... Cardano sets me off, man. And pretty much if you ask me about Cardano, if like you legitimately come to me and you're like, hey, Cardano though, right? You immediately out me as a person who doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about. Anyway. A little bit of feisty. Look, my kid's been sick for like 3 weeks, okay? So like, patience is a little low. But yeah, Cardano's a fucking joke. Somebody asked about snacks. Actually, I know who it was. It was Dan. Dan the man. Dude, the Cardano shills are the worst thing about fucking crypto. And the thing is, whenever somebody shills me or says like, no, man, it's going to happen on Cardano, I fucking laugh. Okay, I laugh. Thank you, Henry. So yeah, I mean, this looks fine. So snacks to me, it's hard for me to ever really, like there's a divergence here too, by the way. So a pretty nice divergence. We're breaking above the 50-day. I could absolutely see this going to range high, $13, $16, $17, $18 on snacks. If they have new stuff coming out, like, you know, better synthetic, yeah, absolutely a Corian. Better synthetic, you know, stocks or other shit going on, you could see 19, 22. Snacks is fine. The thing that I'll say about snacks is, you know, there's a lot of options out there now for synthetic shit. And so do I want to own it? Yeah, but I'd rather own it as part of an index. I'd rather go to Stacked Invest and just have a basket where it's like a part of the basket, or go to Token Sets and buy DPI or some shit like that versus, you know, this. So it's up to you, man. Just like the narrative isn't there. Crypto is so narrative driven, and like SHIB is a part of that. Like SHIB, for no justifiable reasons, a 20 billion market cap fucking dog coin. Okay, it's stupid. It's completely stupid. It's a narrative driven game though. What Akorian just said was like Shiba is greater than ADA. It is, because you know what? At least Shiba like landed the plane, did some shit, or at least just like had a hype train that was sustained for a while. Like, oh god, one of these days, like somebody who's an ADA, like Maxie, is gonna come on here and hear me talking shit about it, and like you're more than welcome to come on. I would love to have somebody from legit Cardano come on and try to tell me why I'm wrong. Let's fucking go. And nobody knows somebody at Cardano, give them my info. Send them to the Telegram. Let's have a chat. I'll have a chat live on stream. Maybe I'll look like a dipshit. I don't think I will. Yeah, they carry their narrative. They had a pump, and at least they're honest about what they're trying to do. Okay? Charles might invite you to his ranch. All right. Okay. So we had Solana. Snacks is fine. Yeah, dude. Just complete fucking bullshit. I haven't looked at Doge in a bit. What's Doge doing? Yeah, man. You're a big Cardano guy? All right. If you're a big Cardano guy, have I said anything that I've been wrong about? Like, what did I say that was wrong or incorrect? I don't remember where it was. Just like anecdotally. Charles Ranch is like Neverland Ranch. Yikes. Jupiter suck. It's pretty funny. I don't remember where I heard it, and so I don't like. Hopefully, I don't out a source who's watching and like, hey man, I told you that in confidence, but I can't really give any details on it anyway, so I might as well just talk. I heard there was some shit going down with Doge this week. I don't remember where I heard that from. There could be nothing to that, but if you look at the pump in dog coins recently, it leads me to believe that's probably true. Oh, 100%, man. Yeah, there will be a time where Bitcoin takes everything. Initially, I thought that was going to be now, and we were going to get a deeper dive in ETH BTC. Like, I thought we were going to see 2 or 3 while Bitcoin did its thing, and it just isn't doing that. So when I saw a strong reversion signal, you know, you change your bias. If I change my feeling, there's a reason for it, and I will try to explain it when it happens. Just things move fast, right? Somebody said that smart contracts being delayed on Cardano. Yeah, because like if they deploy them and they suck, it's over. If you actually like, did they roll out like one smart contract and there was one transaction that like locked the whole thing up? Like it's a fucking joke. DYDX. Yeah, I don't know if I can look at that right now because ChartX last I knew was down. Let me see if it still is. If it isn't, I'll pull it over. I'm trying to pull it up on a side screen here. So again, like, remember like the Secrets of Crypto chart at Secrets of Crypto. Dude is the best. It should have gone deeper if we were going to get the time now. Yeah, money market's right. Remember the Secrets of Crypto chart, which I pulled up here before, and if not, you can go find it or jump into the Stack Labs Telegram, whatever it is. It typically goes Bitcoin, Ethereum, large cap, mid cap, small cap, and then money returns to Bitcoin at the end. Maybe we just kind of jumped that bit. Like we used up all of our Bitcoin juice to get from 29 to 65, which isn't terrible. Like maybe that was that. Because all except for a few like Avalanche, maybe Atom, weren't really popping off during that run till now, which is fine. And so I would wait until I see like a pretty strong rejection on this chart, because the issue here is, and this is like super easy to understand, like Ethereum BTC, they're just denominated one over the other. So from this day, October 19th, since a week ago, it has been more beneficial to hold Ethereum than it has been to hold Bitcoin. So until you see a reversal in this chart, which this thing's just getting fucking started, man. It's just getting started. At the very minimum, I think this reversal move goes to 0.78. It doesn't mean we break out. So you could even see this ripping higher and then doing some kind of like divergence reversal and mean reverting. Like there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, like I'd be perfectly fine with that happening and then just like settling down mid-range and then waiting to see what happens. When Bitcoin moves, it is absolutely a death stroke for alts. But like something happened, it didn't happen. Like it didn't happen, right? I mean, yeah, that was it, dude. This is an incredibly bullish divergence right here on Solana BTC. So that was it. If you want to try to get in and this is the way you're looking at it, off the 50 MA on the 12 hour, probably your best bet to whoever asked that a moment ago. Mark? FET. By the way, is ChartX working for anybody else? Because it is not working for me. Well, this thing doesn't know what to do with itself, does it? Yeah. Another divergence. So, like, you see this pattern. You see this pattern all over the place right now. All over the place, man. It's insane. What do we do? Just ignore it? That's right. I didn't actually chart it because I don't own any, but yeah, you see the falling wedge breakout, you see the divergence, like, yeah, fetch is 100% about the moon versus Bitcoin. No doubt in my mind. Not bad versus Ethereum either. Pretty much the same chart structure, which makes sense. Right? So a couple falling wedges, a couple divergences. It rejected the 50 MA versus Ethereum. I couldn't tell what it did versus BTC. But this is the, yeah, so it's kind of poking above right now, which makes sense. Given that Ethereum is outperforming Bitcoin, it would make sense that it's improving better relative to Bitcoin than Ethereum. So, yeah, I mean, this no doubt has Moon written all over it. Holy shit. Really? Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Probably, yeah. 2,800, 2,900 sats to 3,200 sats. Yeah. Yeah, SR flip. I mean, there's way too much to like here. So yeah, this could get, and like if it gets really stupid, you could see, 10x from here. I don't know what they have going on. We talked about it: AI, robots, blockchain, all that shit. Pretty good. Link, everybody's favorite. Talked about that last week. Putting in the shift. Like, there's some good shit going on, man. Yeah, TrideX. All right, so DYDX. It's not loading for me, so I don't know what that's about. But somebody asked the question, "What's your feelings on it?" I didn't see how it reacted and how well it did when we had like that crazy down day. Does anybody know? I know Ataxia trades on there, but does anybody know offhand? I don't know CoinTrader.pro, so I'm not going to click on that. It's not that I don't trust you. I'm just, trying to practice better OPSEC. So the thing about DYDX, on-chain trading, things I like, things I don't like about it from an FA perspective. One, a lot of big names involved. That are providing liquidity and money, which is sweet. They seem to have a really good product that doesn't like jump off peg, which is very cool. Quite frankly, I could see myself using it. What I don't like about it, one, your collateral is only in USDC, which I do not enjoy. Because I like having my collateral in either Ethereum or Bitcoin if I think I'm in a macro market. So if I'm sitting in USDC, it annoys me that I have to essentially always have a position open if I want to have exposure to Bitcoin or Ethereum at the time, which annoys me because funding's better, but it's still not free, right? DYDX. You can go to CoinGecko. DYDX is what I'm talking about. So I have not personally used it. I was worried about how like a shock day how it would react. So like when you see some of these crazy ass wicks down and there's like a ton of liquidations, like what happened? Did it stay close to like the actual oracled price? Was it fucking around? I don't really know. And so I would like to look at that a little bit further because you always worry about crazy shit happening. Like that Binance.us where Bitcoin went to $8,000. Like that's because shit was fucked up on there. So it's like, is that a possibility on DYDX? I don't know. But the decentralized derivative on chain is extremely appealing to me. And here's what I'll say. Whoever gets that right, you will have my business. Whoever gets that right will have my business. What does that mean, get it right? Well, I want to be able to hold whatever collateral I want, even if I have to lock it, fine. Okay? That's one. Two, I want to see it go through an incredible volatility event and not fuck people over. So that would be two. And three, I would like there to be some sort of insurance fund that is created if you can't guarantee the other part. Now, the insurance fund for like BitMEX was really just like Arthur's slush fund, but still, It was nice that it was there. It was a good narrative that it was there, even though it really just ended up being money for BitMEX, right? And probably why Arthur's running from the law forever. So if somebody can figure that out, if that's DYDX, and maybe it is, what's my long-term projection on it? The fucking moon is my long-term projection on it. If they get it right. If they don't get it right, 0. Okay? Because whoever does get it right is going to vampire all that liquidity away from DYDX. I don't understand why. I mean, I guess you could like lend out your money to Aave and then like take loans in USDC, but like that's an extra step. Have that all be integrated, okay? I deposit X Ethereum into DYDX. Now I can withdraw Y USDC against it and have it be an auto calculation. That's not hard to do. So fucking do it. But I would love to not pay Bybit. All due respect to Bybit. And others. So. Fucking A-line, man. Look at that. Unreal, isn't it? Just unreal. Back really quick to Atom, because I know some of my Atomites joined late. The one thing I didn't mention about this was this down here. Atom had this run. Boom. A 400% run from bottom to top. And that's what all this momentum building was. And it burnt all of it off back down to 0. That's a momentum complete reset, as if that run had never happened. Extremely bullish for Atom. Notice, lined up with the 50-day, had a little bounce beneath, holding it, boom, rocket. Momentum, almost 0. MACD is barely positive even. That is... I can't even like adequately, yeah, dude. I can't even adequately describe if Atom catches a bid, if they continue onboarding people, if AVAX says, yeah, you know what, we're gonna get on board with IBC and allow our liquidity to move to Atom, or any of these other chains ends up hooking up with IBC, which I think they will. The rip on Atom is going to be insane. It's gonna be insane. I'm pretty excited for it, not gonna lie. Real quickly, AVAX, similar. Did the same thing. Burned off this tremendous momentum all the way back down to 0. AVAX moving its way up. AVAX ETH did the same thing. Nice to see people come in at 0.014 and actually defend a little bit. I can't believe I have ADI in my list. Look at this bullshit. Badger. So somebody asked about Badger earlier. I didn't answer it. Sorry. But I'm here. I made it. Badger pumps when Bitcoin pumps, but it also pumps when DeFi does, right? Because they're trying to maintain their yield on like the Badger fucking set or whatever the hell it is. I don't know. I haven't looked at it in a while. But yeah, it's got a nice little break and, you know, this little trend, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. If it can make a new high and like get over this 44, yeah, you can see Badger doing some crazy shit. Very cool. Very cool. This run, like from $4 to $92 was 100% the craziest shit I've seen. I think Badger was one of the few things that actually ended up on FTX and wasn't immediately crushed. Yeah, Spell. I see a top in Spell right now. I see a top. Now, This would have to close down, but it's looking like it will. So that's a daily bearish divergence on Spell versus ETH. So there's 2 landing places on that for me. Here at 38.077 or back at the 50.25. If you still have Spell, which I do, but it's pretty much a moon bag at this point anyway, I would consider taking some off the table on Spell here if this closes down. Because what you'll end up seeing is, you know, probably get a chance to buy back lower if this continues moving that way. But it also can be a reversal, right? Like, because it's a divergence, it could do this, right? It just looks like it's had a crazy run. Excuse me. The positive here is, like, there's not a ton of sell volume, and, like, betting against Daniel has been a pretty bad idea lately. So I don't know, but I would like to see a leg up soon, or else it's maybe time to lighten the bag and rotate out of this fucking incredible thing. But like, when people ask, how do you know when to sell and all? Because remember, like, if you were hanging out with me, we bought this here. Okay, literally here. And the question gets asked all the time. Well, when do you know to take some off? How do you reduce your position else? I look for reversal signals. This is a double top and a bearish divergence at the same time versus Ethereum. It's the same reason why I sold AVAX versus Ethereum here. Okay? Because it looked like it was petering out of steam. And you saw some divergence signals happen on lower time frames. So it was like, yeah, I'm going to ride out. You just have to look at a bunch of different things. So for me, Spell right now, this is a double top. It's a daily divergence. And I don't know. It's worth lightening the load. But why would you sell on this parabolic run up, right? Because people don't know what they're doing. Legit. When you see MACD, the Buddha head, what's up, buddy? When you see the space between MACD dots increasing day by day, you do not fucking sell into that. Okay? It even had this nice little area at the top. If you're looking when this turned over right here, 1, 2, 3. You saw it start to turn over at the highs. Like, you see it right here. Balls. It loses momentum. All right, so there's a reason to potentially take some off the table. Now you get a double top and a divergence. I don't know, man. It's pretty tough. And the thing is, like, look, Daniel has been amazing for AVAX. I've made a lot of money on time, on Spell, on other things. I pretty much blindly followed Messi on this one in the Spell back here. And I wish I had done better FA at the time to understand what he was doing. But, like, who could anticipate the guy was going to do the shit that he did and become the hottest thing in crypto since Andre, right? Who would know? But he did. Okay, great. He is spread so thin. You know, they're adding new chains. He's got time. He's got all sorts of shit going on. Like, you know, MIM. They're incorporating with Luna. Like, there's a lot going on, man. I know the guy just, like, rips energy drinks and probably energy substances to do all this shit, but, like, oh my God. Could be crazy. Have you done other Sam coins other than Sol? Yeah, I have. I think Serum is super bullish right now. I would expect Serum to have, like, a crazy ass run here shortly. So yeah, I'm very bullish on Serum at the moment. Ray, always great. The other thing that I would say is I own, just full disclosure, I own Samo, S-A-M-O, Samoid coin, which is the dog coin on Solana, and that shit is nuts. Like, it's absolutely crazy. I don't even think it's charted anywhere. Let me see if I can pull it up somewhere. Yeah, not right now, but I can show you this. Yep. I don't know. Is that chart bearish or bullish? Okay. Again, for the record, I bought back here, way back here, as, like, for the laughs. because I felt it was worth it. And yeah, it's had a crazy ass run. So shouldn't we wait for Serum to cross the MA for a plus EV play though? No. So I am not I am not necessarily into that. Like when I look at Serum, I look at this. And like going back to September, there's been some pretty crazy volatility in crypto markets, and it's absorbed every single one of them. So that's my line of demarcation on Serum. If we saw a break of this level, and it's a wider level than this, so I'll draw two of them. Where are you? That, like that below 6.9, then I would cut it. But you know, everything else in DeFi seems to be ramping up. Why would I not want to catch the run on Serum? It could be crazy. And like first stop, $12. After that, price discovery. And like this is a pretty bullish structure. It's not a cup with handle because it lost it completely here. But like, you know, that consolidation is fine. And the price discovery could be insanity. Like 20, 22, $25. So yeah, I don't play a ton over there. Quite frankly, I was very hesitant to like keep shit on chain on Solana given my previous history. But since you can use or keep Solana on ledgers, that's pretty nice. Good question. By the way, look at Rook, man. Yeah, top of the channel around 30. Rook found a bid. I mean, they have so much money in their war chest. It's insane. You can see Rook doing something stupid again. Rooketh. Ah, shitty. Well, if I had ChartX open, I'd pull that, but I don't have it. Look at Sealer. Holy shit. I drew this line a long time ago. I have not looked at this. What happened? Bam. Came down and touched it. Yeah, oh, hey man. 300 is not bad. Might be time to get in though. 200. ALCX. I don't think that's chartable here, but I'll try. Oh. Yeah, it does. Really? That's pretty good. So you have some more R here. If I look into DOT, you know, it's not, I don't, yeah, I mean, it's doing, I mean, this is super nice. Super nice. I think and have thought that it will continue to run until the parachain auctions and maybe even further. So this to me, even though it's near resistance, it's a plus EV play up to like November here. It's like right here. So you can see some crazy stuff happen up to like maybe $70. FTT, everybody's favorite trade. Because everybody talks about it all the time. Yep. Yeah, same deal. On DOT. Remember that one time that Litecoin was going to be accepted at Walmart? No, I covered it earlier, Anti-Lion, so you should go back and look. But no, I think it has merit. It has merit because Y5 versus ETH is cranking. So like you see the reversal versus Ethereum. Came back down a little bit here, but you know, if you see this trend reversal change on Y5 versus ETH, you should buy it. Be a good thing to move. Comp, my bad. Damn. That's a candle. Yeah, I know. So people ask me, why don't you have a more consistent schedule? A lot. Like, you just randomly stream. Yeah, I do. I don't like having schedules. I mean, this looks terrible. Yeah, golf season's almost done though, man. Sad as hell. I get more consistent when it's bad weather, so we're getting to that point. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Michigan. I live in the Midwest. It's not great. Yeah, so Comp versus Ethereum looks really good, right? And so this is all just, I mean, this is encapsulated in the DeFi perp. It's encapsulated in DPI. But everything that is an indicator of DeFi and Ethereum having a run is fucking firing right now. It doesn't mean that Ethereum or Bitcoin doesn't have huge runs. It will. But again, like the whole idea behind plus expected value is you put your back against the area that has the highest area to succeed. I'm going to tell you on Adam, these dated monkeys. The sedated monkey 69. That's embarrassing. I will never not laugh seeing your name now. These dated monkeys. God, look at that shit. I mean, all the signs were there. The funny thing about this, guys, I need to get better with my homework. Like, these things are popping up all over the place. Like, that's a 3-day bullish divergence on Atom versus ETH. So the question was just asked. I'm going to tell you, it's got to come back a hair. No, 15% on 24 hour, maybe. But you have to think about what you're trading to get into it. Are you trading Ethereum? Are you just like deploying more dollars? Because this looks pretty bottomed to me. Now, it might go further, so you could put an alert down like here at 6709, or maybe a little bit higher than that, 7800. But it's not just about evaluating the chart that's in front of you, it's about evaluating whatever you're trading against, which is why I use this little trick up here. I mean, there was charts anyway, but even if there aren't, like, you can see Atom dominating Bitcoin, but like, you can just use slash and type in whatever the hell you want. Okay. Are you curious about how, Atom compares versus Spell? There you go. Okay. You can compare anything. Just easier because I'm on crypto. Am I selling, my S&P 500 feature? Like, whatever. You can see whatever the hell you want on TradingView. It's why it's worth it. So if you're using dollars, dude, yeah, like maybe it comes back a little bit. Maybe. But look, this thing might turn around and go to zero right now. I don't think it will. But it could. All I would say is you will not get an entry once this is broken. If it breaks, which I think it will. Who knows? I am Variance. What's up, buddy? The case for waiting is it is month end, so month end options expiries is Friday. Usually a lot of fuckery. Okay. So I would say that, do you buy now? I don't know, man. This might be it. It might be the start of the run. You might get left behind. I'll see ya. But if it doesn't, then I would look for some shenanigans on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then try to get in. Buying strength is always like super difficult for people because everybody wants to buy this chart. Okay? Everybody wants to buy this. And they're like, oh shit, down at the bottom, I'm catching the reversal. And that's pretty hard to do. That's right. And so buying strength, you're like, well, shit. Like, do I buy the highs, the range high? I mean, the highest beta movers are the ones that rip through all-time highs and just rip, right? It's the Zavax. But the point is, you're buying your highs. If it does break out, it's going to go crazy. It will not let you in. That's the point. It's going to be an uncomfy buy. So, I don't know. You got to find the right way to define risk for you. And here's the thing. The guy said he was going to tell me. One, these dated monkeys, or the dated monkey, you got to do your own research, because not that I don't think I'm right, I do. But I also have like talked to people in the, cosmos entirety, right? People who know more than I do that have kind of sold me on the vision. When it's your vision, it's easier to hold through bullshit. When it's somebody else's vision, like when Messi told me about Spell, I took off too much too early because it wasn't my FA, it was his. And I made good money on that. But I'd be retired if I held. Like, legit retired. Okay? Yeah? Yeah, for sure. I mean, you could say this is a pivot here that I just jumped through at 38. No doubt. Could come back a little bit. But buy yourself into the FA. Because I've said this before. I have now a good amount of money on Atom. And, like, my thesis on Atom is my entire portfolio, 25X's or it goes to zero. And I'm okay with that. And I think it's a pretty good bet. But I'm going to be involved in the ecosystem. Are you? I don't know. Yeah. I didn't mean like this cycle. But like I'm staking Atom, I'm staking Juno, I'm staking Osmo, I'm staking Rowan. Okay? And I'll continue to do that on every chain. And just continue to stake and add to the validators, because if the whole ecosystem goes up, my entire investment goes up. If I'm earning while it's happening, I don't really care because I think it's a growing market. If you get another chain to hook up to IBC and they're setting in their liquidity, everything's going to go crazy, and there are talks about that happening. Is it going to happen imminently? Probably not. But I don't really care. Just think about that. Just think about that. So, good stuff here. All right, guys, what else you got? How do you find good validators? Yeah, Luna's on board. It's a great point. Luna, already on board. There's talk about AVAX getting on board. Damn, Luna's about to rip. I almost bought some earlier today, too. Then I didn't. So, yeah, the upside looks pretty good. Really, really, really damn good. So I have the top 100 market cap DeFi or just overall crypto tokens in here. And I have them denominated in USDT, but then I also have them denominated with like their most prevalent alt. It's like ALCX versus ETH up a lot. Comp, Secret, Graph Token. Graph Token's putting in a shift. Look at this thing. Web 3.0 narrative, Snacks, Luna, BZRX, which I'm actually kind of surprised that's even in there. ZRX, dude, ZRX. What a missed fucking opportunity that was. Kava, again. So these are super easy. Like, look at Ample just getting housed. Rune. Venus. So anyway, now that you guys need to see me rip through this, but Algo. Not usually one to request charts. However, let me request this chart. I don't mind, dude. You can ask whatever you want. You're good dude. You've been hanging out. You give cats flying lessons, which is always a good time. I mean, it's clean as shit. That is as clean as it gets. This is probably a pretty good spot. Like, right now. Right now. Yep, I will. I'll put a stamp on this right now. This is probably a pretty good spot to buy Algo, right here. Pretty clear in validation, right? Like you're taking on some risk, but like you had this rip, it came back down. It's testing the other side from the divergence against Ethereum. I think Algo is a buy right now. To be fair, I don't know a lot about Algo. I just know people have told me, and like from what I understand, like the institutional money is big on it. I need to spend some time learning more. But yeah, you could see this versus Ethereum. I mean, that's insane. I don't know. Do you want a 2x versus Ethereum? It's up to you. But I like what I'm seeing here. I might go buy some. Is it shady tokenomics? I don't really know. I know that when I loaded up my most recent Ledger purchase, I was like, holy shit, Algo's natively on here in Ledger Live. That's pretty funny. I was pretty shocked about that. Lots of institutions choosing to build on top of it. Joe, what do you mean by that? Like, how bad are the tokenomics? Well, if you can hold Algo in your wallet and earn 7% APY, it's pretty fucking bad. That's a lot of dilution. So you got to outpace that pretty hard if you're going to. But if you're printing, who cares? Quite good tokenomics. Okay, we got a Corian and Joao, two guys that I both have come to see as people who know what they're talking about, disagreed. So I want to see what the case is on either side of this, if you guys will indulge me. But, dude, Kyber, oof. I'm curious why we have a difference of opinion here. I don't really know if TA works on BTCD. But yeah. I don't know if TA works. Did I say that? I don't know. I'm tired. Do I think we get another flush? Probably. Yeah. Probably this Friday. Thursday, Friday. All right, guys. We've been doing this for an hour and 41 minutes. I want to hear Akorian and Joao give their opinions. If they don't do it here, because we run out of time, I'll put the invite link in the chat and ask them to come talk about it in the Telegram. Because I'd be interested, both guys who know what they're talking about. So whenever good people disagree, I always like to hear that conversation. How come you think of Flush Thursday, Friday? Because it's the monthly expiry on options this Thursday night, our time in the US, but really just Friday, UTC. That's why I say Thursday to Friday. Yeah. So take that what it is for what it is. It is. Jesus, I can't talk. The vesting changes related to the price. That's interesting. So essentially, if it pumps or gets to a certain point, more tokens are released that people can sell into. That's shitty. That's pretty shitty. I don't know if you guys are agreeing or not. He was saying that the tokenomics are kind of bad. I thought you said the tokenomics were good. It sounds like it has to get to that point for that additional shit to be unlocked, though. So I guess here's what I'll say. Based on the Algo versus Ethereum chart and the Algo USD chart, it looks like a buy. I recommend digging in, learning more. You don't think he's saying that? All right. Fair enough. We'll look into it. I'll look into it too. Somebody asked me about, I don't think I can do this. Can I? Oh shit, I can. How about that? All right, that's insane. Is that right? That can't be right. There you go. I don't think that's right either. Whatever. Somebody asked if I think NFTs continue moving. I think NFTs as a segment are never going away. I think it's in a pullback right now. And I think that you should go to this site if you want to know more about it. WGMI.io. And you can look at the 1 day and the 7 day change in alt prices. I'm sorry, in NFT prices. You can see what the floors are. You can see what the USD, you know. It's a pretty powerful website. WGMI.io. We're going to make it .io. And you can get a pretty good feel on what's going on. Cool Cat's up 15%. Pretty nice. Mutant Ape Yacht Club. Thank God, because I'm a bag holder. Yeah, this is a pretty sick site if you guys don't know about it. WGMI.gmi.io. There you go. Give it a look. I'm not an NFT guy just because I don't, you know, it's not really my shit. I've made money on it. I've lost money on it. Do I know how this site chooses which ones to display? I don't. I imagine it has something to do with, volume. Like you have to have a certain amount of traded volume and then it will come up. But I think there's also a support in here too somewhere. Yeah, contact. Oh, there you go. You can contact to be featured. So I guess there's that. And then, yeah, there's a Discord link up here. And you probably could hop in there. I do have the premium, but I'm not going to show you guys my shit. I paid, 0.1 ETH to get permanent premium on this, which shows your own NFTs and how they're trending, which is pretty nice. So do with that what you will. And this is smart for them. Feature some stuff. You get a lot of eyes looking at it. Good for them. Somebody's laughing that Shib is doing it again, or Sheba is doing it again. Dude, this is my dog. This is my dog horse right here. I mean, it looks pretty good too. Yeah, no problem. No problem. All right, kids. Anybody got anything else? This is my going once, going twice until I start the minute countdown. looks like. No. 1 minute. Yeah, 1 minute to get it in.
5 to the 4 to the 3, 2, 1.
Word.
Yeah, I'm glad you're here. Give cats flying lessons. Tell your friends. Yeah, go blue, beat state. Don't get me started, man. We better beat those pretenders. Daster, always good. Ooh, Catan, I'm listening. Pretty sweet. Thanks, everybody. Thanks to all the new people for popping in, saying hello. Yeah, come check us out on the Telegram.